she wants to just throw people under the bus, that's someone to look out for.
At the nomination ceremony, Christie stuck to the plan. But warns the target may shift.
I was nominated Clifton Hat, but I'm not totally certain I want him to stay on the block. We'll see what happens.
Hey everybody, kind of live on two different platforms here. I'm live on TikTok and on Instagram. Haven't been live for a while. Don't mind me unshaven and looking like I'm homeless because had surgery last week and on my shoulder and slowly getting better, which is good, but took some time off. So downstairs relaxing today. I actually just kicked on some Paramount Plus, and Sam Smith inspired me. He was Snapchatting the other day of his old season. He was showing his son the eviction. So I said, you know what? I got to go on and take a peek and see what's going on from season 21, which was one of my favorite seasons to watch. It was actually the first season that I applied for Big Brother, and I think I made it all the way to the finals. And looking at the cast of that one, Cliff ended up being the older guy in the house, which was pretty cool because Cliff did an amazing job during that season. I was really impressed. And that was the first year that I did it, so I really wasn't sure. So I really wasn't bitter that I wasn't on the show, but it would have been a different time in my life. I wouldn't have had any little ones running around. Well, I would have had little ones, but they wouldn't have really understood what Dad was going to do. So curious. And then Kat's on there. Kat Dunn, awesome. She's one of the best. She was a true friend when I got out of the house, and really reached out. So she's cool. She actually befriended my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my oldest daughter speaks very highly of her. And one day we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna buy her a drink, and say thank you for being a friend. So ANC Boston in the house. Peter, I love you. Sweet Pete, or Handsome Pete. Sweet Kenny, Handsome Pete. We make a good team. And I have to come in. I have to go into ANC and get my my protein and stuff, because now that my shoulder's back, I will start hitting the gym. Full steam ahead. Let's go. Let's get to the gym. I gotta get back in shape. So my last TikTok was hilarious. Thanks, JJ. I wasn't trying to be hilarious, but whew, if anybody doesn't know, if you didn't see my last TikTok, it was in regards to Logan's 6-year-old basketball game today. Was like herding cats. It was tough, and I was doing my best. Shoulder's still a little sore. I got a lot of stitches in the back. So I didn't want to blow any stitches out. But if anyone coaches little kids sports, whether it's t-ball or basketball, anything like that, whoa, it's a lot. Are you going to see Matt and MJ soon? I don't know. There's no plans. They're living their life. They're putting up some great content. If you're not following Matt and MJ, they are putting up some good content. So they are showing a good relationship. And DD, Balloonacy Boston, they have the best balloons around. And Dee is one of me and Renee's good friends, and she does amazing work. And we love liking and watching her videos. Which, if you want to see insane balloons, you got to go to Boston Balloonacy. Dee is unbelievable. She's the best. So yeah, I took some time. Like I said, I'm mending up from my shoulder. Renee's upstairs mending up from a cold, and I came down here to get away from the germs, because Savannah said she had a little bit of a headache, and I thought it'd be a good time to go live. I haven't gone live in a long time. I have been putting some videos out there, but I'm not as good as Matt and MJ and Chelsea and Cam and Robina and Tucker and all those people out there that are putting up some good content. So I mean, why would you watch me when you can watch some of the most entertaining BB house guests of BB26? So, and from what I understand, it is about that time, people. It's about that time to start getting ready to start applying for BB27. Going to be a tough one to beat out, which with BB26 doing so well. No thanks to me, but I did the best I could with what I had. But we had a great season, a great cast, all different types of personalities, all types of twists. And BB26, in my opinion, was super successful. And I'm very proud that I was a small part of that, and that I can call 15 other people from that house my friends, and I can watch them on TikTok and Instagram and see them, do amazing things. Whether it's Angela, T-Core, Chemo way out in Hawaii. Chemo's doing some artwork. Who, if anyone saw in the lives, Chemo, without a doubt, is the most talented artist I've ever met in my life. Personally, he was doing artwork on pillows. While we were sitting in rooms locked up, he was doing artwork on pillows, and he's crazy. So, great, not crazy, but crazy good artist. So, Chemo, if you get word back, I'm talking good about you because you were a good friend in the house, and you're a good person, and amazing artist. And if you need a mattress in Hawaii, I believe you still sell mattresses. So, there you go. So, I'm trying to go back and forth. Soldier for Suchi, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. I'm glad you guys are all joining, hanging out. Feel free to throw some questions at me. It's been a while since I've been out here. Do you miss the edible glitter? Lisa, I love Lisa. Lisa is going through it, and she's giving back to her community, and she's doing amazing things out there in LA. I wish I was a little closer, that I could, come and, help cook with her. But edible glitter, I got it upstairs. Every once in a while, we do sprinkle a drink because it reminds me of Lisa, who is a very good-hearted, nice, super duper, how you doing, forget about it, person who I consider one of my friends, and she's doing amazing things out there with the fires. Matt DGR81, thank you. I appreciate that you love me on Big Brother. I appreciate that. Chiefs or Eagles? Chiefs or Eagles? I don't have a stake in the game, and I'm going to be completely honest here. I went to the Super Bowl when in Minnesota. I can't remember the one, but it was the Patriots versus the Eagles, and I'm a huge Patriots fan. I don't go too crazy as far as I don't scream and yell, and I don't get out of control in games. But I will say this: Eagles fans are very passionate, but for someone who is not someone who likes to scream and yell and get in people's faces, they can be quite annoying. And they got a good football team. I do like some of their players, but their fans are too intense for me. But I appreciate the intensity of the fans, but it's a tough environment for me to be a part of. So I'm not really a fan of the Eagles, but I'm not a fan of the Chiefs either. And I don't really want the Chiefs to win because obviously I'm a Tom Brady fan, and I don't want Patrick Mahomes to get 3 in a row because Brady never got 3 in a row. But I am going to play the squares. I'm going to play some squares for charity, and I will be cheering for numbers rather than teams. So if it gets down to it and I need Kelsey to score a touchdown, I will be cheering for Kelsey and Mahomes. If I need the defense of the Eagles to make a big stop, I'm going to be cheering for the Eagles. So I'm going to go back and forth. I might get one of those shirts that split down the middle. So any advice, tips, auditioning for Big Brother from Soldier? Yeah, I'm just going to say this. It's crazy simple for Tips Big Brother because every year they're looking for a specific type of person to mesh with 15 or 16 other people. You have to be yourself. When it's your time, it's your time. They had my face in my audition things for 5 and 6 years. They met me numerous times before that, making it to the finals of Big Brother, but I never meshed. My personality never meshed with 15 other people, so it's a formula. So my best thing for you is just be yourself, because if you can just be yourself and go in there and be yourself, that's great. For me, I had a hard time going in there and being myself. All my friends back home, actually even as of the other night, my son's birthday party at the house, a bunch of his friends were over. He's a little older, he's in his 30s. And they were like, that's not Sweet Kenny K in the house. And my son was telling me about all the times his friends would call and be like, why is your dad being so quiet? Why is he not mixing it up with them? Why is he not being argumentative? Why is he not, giving it back to people in the house? It was tough. It was tough. When those cameras come on, man, wow, it's so much easier doing an audition tape, being yourself, being at home, being on TikTok, being on Instagram, and being that person in front of the phone as it is to be in front of 100 and something cameras and having a microphone attached to your chest every day, worrying about, am I going to embarrass myself? Am I going to say something inappropriate? Am I going to maybe look at something the wrong way? And then worrying about how the edits were going to be. CBS did an amazing job for me. I didn't do an amazing job for them maybe, but CBS did do a good job for me. They didn't edit me in any bad ways. I don't think I gave them anything to really edit me in a bad way, but there were some times in some past seasons where people can be edited in a bad way. And you can look at them and be like, wow, I really don't like that person. And then you meet them, which I've met a few people that have been on past shows that I kind of really didn't care for, and the way they played the game and the way they acted. But it could have been the way it was edited. It could have been just the way that I watched the show. And then I meet them in real life, and they're amazing people. And I can't say that I've really met anybody from Big Brother that rubbed me the wrong way or treated me badly. Everyone's treated me very well and has given me a lot of respect. So be yourself. But you got to do these audition tapes. Get these audition tapes in. Take some time doing it, though. Don't just rush one out. Think about what you want to say. Think about what you want to portray to them, what you want them to know about you. And I know, like, in my instance, I had a lot. Like, I want them to know, one, yeah, okay, I'm a police officer. That's simple. I want them to know that I was an undercover cop. I wanted to know that I was married twice. I know I had 4 kids. I had kids that were 30. I had kids that were, at the time, little, like 3 and 4. I wanted them to know those things. I kind of wanted to know that my wife was biracial. Like, I kind of wanted to know that. Those are little intricacy things that if you leave out, they'd be like, oh, wow, I wish I would have known that. And you only have a short period of time to do that. So you have to be able to, give as much information in the amount of time as you want and be as entertaining as possible. I got myself hyped up when I did my videos. I drank a Red Bull. I did some push-ups. As crazy as it is, I took a shower, I shaved up, I put some nice cologne on, when I did a video, and I wanted to make myself smell good so I feel good. Think about you going out to the club and you want to be recognized. You want to be, you want people to look at you. So those are things that you want to do. What about Angela? I know Angela, again, in the house, we had some ups and downs. But if you were paying attention to the lives, we had probably more ups in the house than we had downs, especially in week 3. We spent a lot of time together. I have no hard feelings with it. There's nobody in the house that I have hard feelings for. Even going back and watching through some of the other episodes and things like that and seeing what people said and what people did. You can't. It's a game. Angela and them played. I think Angela will tell you from day one. I used to tell her, like, I had a lot of respect for her. She was ready to go. And she always had a big smile on her face when, people didn't see, like, when we were backstage waiting to do, competitions. She always had a smile on her face. She was ready to go. And, she had some bad moments, but I had a ton of bad moments in the house, sitting there with my hands in my face, sobbing away, missing my kids. And then I had some great moments where I played hard in the comps, and those are the things that I strived in. My social game wasn't the best, but I think a lot of people in the house, respected the fact that I was a dad and I was being polite, and I wasn't going to get into these arguments with people. So little things like that. Are Matt and Angela friends on your season of Big Brother? You know what? When we're all together, I don't really talk about anybody being friends with anybody. And what you see on social media is probably what you see. You got to look at it this way. Angela or Matt on 2 different places on the Big Brother house. And she has her life, and she's older, and he's a kid, and I consider him my kid. I love the kid. Would there be any commonalities? Commonality? That's not even a word. Common interests with the 2 of them? No. So just because they're on a show together doesn't mean that they're best buddies, but I'm sure there's no animosity. Matt's a super nice kid. Matt's got a big heart. Matt is like, he's definitely like a son to me, even though we're so far apart, but we connected so quickly. With his dad being a police officer, I really felt as though that Matt was somebody that I could run with, and it worked out. Wish you and Matt could have went further as a duo. Yeah, who knows what would have happened. I kind of let him down week 1 because I lost the first HOH. I thought I had that HOH in the bag, and I kind of maybe I let Matt down. I kind of looked up at him when we were doing that first HOH. He had a big smile on his face because he thought I was going to win it. I thought I was going to win it. And then the whole week could have been completely different. You know, Angela wouldn't have blown up. You know, maybe Angela would have, you know, got a good alliance with a group of people. And you know, there's so many what ifs in the house. The house is crazy. If you're applying for Big Brother, you better be prepared for craziness. Like, you better be prepared to get your mind right, because I didn't do that. Like, my mind was, especially after being on the block week 1, I was done because I was in such panic mode. I tried not to show it. I was in such panic mode that I didn't want to be the first one voted off. And then it was like, oh, now do I want to do this week after week after week with this anxiety, you know, on top of missing my kids? Wow, it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, and you know, I appreciate all the people that put a lot of faith in me in that house, because, I mean, I did go in there wanting to win that game. I knew it was going to be a long shot, but I did, man. I wanted to win. I wanted to win every comp. I wasn't going to throw any comps, but that's how it played out. You know, I appreciate the love. Thank you. I love all these people giving me hearts. You know, I appreciate the love. That's awesome. Trying to see these. There are some other questions on here that I kind of. How are you and Matt? I mean, other than my shoulder being like having about 20 stitches in my back of my shoulder, I'm doing good. Matt's doing good. He just went on vacation with MJ, two people that I love tremendously, and I hope that they can, you know, do great things in the future, which I'm sure they will. They're two amazing people. It's kind of crazy how they were able to put 15 amazing people in a house, or 16 people. You know, I'm trying not to include myself. You know, I'm sweet. I'm not amazing, but you know, put some unbelievable people in the house who are genuinely good people. You know, someone like Tucker, man. Tucker is he's a soul. He's a guy that you know, if you have him as a friend, Tucker is that guy that's always going to be your friend. He's never going to be the guy that lets you down. You know, I text him so many times and he gets back to me, boom, like, he's unbelievable. Like, and then he's got a sweetheart in Rabina. Like, this is crazy. Like, what a show. Like, what a show to be able to put those things together. So, I know there was a big scare with TikTok and everything. Pay, yep. Oh, I want myself to win too. What do you think of Cedric? I mean, Cedric's another one. He's like, I love that kid. Again, knowing somebody for 3 weeks, you know, but you're with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, following them now on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Like, if you're not following Cedric, like, you have to follow. If you're following me and not following Cedric, you're crazy. There's something wrong with you, because that kid is amazing. He is probably one of the nicest kids and that I've met. You know, at that age, to be as nice and as grounded as he is, and focused. Yes. You guys get me all emotional because I really, really have a lot of strong feelings for these people from the house. Tucker, Cedric, Matt, Cam, you know, all the guys in the house. Quinn. So, even Joseph. Joseph, if you're out there, Joseph, you know I love you. We've hung out of this house numerous times. And though it didn't show it really in the house because we kind of were on opposite ends of the house, but Joseph's my boy, and I can't wait to come out, hang out with him in Ybor City, down in Tampa. But and Quinn too. Like, I never thought in a million years I'd be wanting to be like, hey, I'm gonna go down to Tampa and hang out with a guy like Joseph. But I can't wait to go hang out with him. I can't wait to hang out with Cedric. I can't wait to hang out with Quinn. You know, those guys right there that we didn't have, you know, really strong relationships in the house, but out of the house, going to these events and doing some things together and going to some of these fundraising events. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, I'm still waiting for Quinn to invite me on his podcast. If no one knows, Quinn has a podcast, and hopefully one day he'll invite me on a podcast. Just got the #1 gifted badge. Sue H, thank you. That's awesome. I'm kind of clueless with a lot of this stuff, but kind of crazy. I'm actually watching, if I didn't tell you, I'm watching season 21 because my man Sam Smith's on it, and he posted something on it. I'm watching right now. I'm trying to think. I think this actually game is crazy. You got Nicole. Yeah, that was the camping season. And Kat. So this season has a really good group of people. This has to be the veto. This is the veto comp.
Now, Cat.
37 points last year.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of, yeah, Cat is the best, Abigail.
Congratulations. You just
Yep.
got 2 strawberries.
Abigail, you got to be following her too. I mean, I don't have a lot of people on this live right now, but her lives are insane. She does a lot of good stuff with Big Brother and all the reality shows. I love getting on TikTok. I jump into your lives all the time. Thank you, Pay. I appreciate it. Much love. My niece is on. May, what's going on? Oh my God, is Tucker on? Tucker's watching me. Oh my God, Tucker's watching me. He loves keep putting the hot dog emoji. Tucker keeps putting the hot dog emoji. I love it. I know I got to keep my glasses on to see who else is on. By far, season 26 of Big Brother is my favorite. Y'all are a tight-knit group. Yeah, we are. I mean, we're definitely, we're scattered throughout the United States, but we're pretty tight. We still got a group chat going every once in a while. Someone will throw something out there. And, yeah, no, I'm blessed, man. I was blessed to be a part of this. Although I wouldn't have mind betting on, Casey, oh, what a legend. Casey, Sam. I'm trying to figure out, is this the first power veto?
Zeros are coming up on the board. Because Sam isn't a part of Grateful, I don't know what he's going to exactly do with this veto. So at this point, I'm praying that he doesn't beat my score.
All right, and let's see if he can beat Jack's score of 20.
There you go. My boy Sam. Definitely one of my favorite BB players of all times. I do remember him winning this veto. It was so early on.
Sam wins the power veto. So give me a second to relish in this win. Oh, I can't even wait!
I'll see you guys later.
Now I love
Season 21, that was an iconic season too. You know,
what do I want to do?
Casey was one of my favorites. Casey, Kat, Sam. So pretty cool. Pretty cool watching that. You still talk to Matt? Taylor, yeah, I will text. We'll text every once in a while. We'll comment on each other's stuff. So actually, me more commenting on his because I really haven't been putting out a ton of content. But I'll text Matt every once in a while. It was his birthday. It was just recently. I sent him a nice message and let him know that I was thinking of him. But again, he's 20-something years old. He's out running his life. Like, he's out having a blast. Like, he's living life, and I appreciate that. And me, I'm coaching 6-year-old basketball games for my son, and I love that too. So yeah, Taylor, I do still talk to Matt. We'll text every once in a while. You can't not want to at least text and say hi to these people. Matt, Tucker, Cedric, all of them. Actually, I was just texting Cam today because I don't know if anyone knows this, but on Spotify, there's a Sweet Kenny K song that just dropped on Spotify that someone put together for me. I think it was done through AI. So if you go on to Spotify, Sweet Kenny K, it's a little country theme, which I'm a big country star. I'm not a country star, country fan. Yeah, check that out. Check out the Sweet Kenny K song. And again, I didn't write it. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I guess somebody put it on. I know who put it on Spotify. It was the people from Craft Food Halls who are amazing. And if you're in the Boston area, they got over like 15 restaurants and a bunch of different places and a bunch of different places with all kinds of great food. Craft Food Halls is where you want to go. I do some posts on that, but I think Instagram and TikTok, if it looks like it's an advertisement, they kind of don't really get out there to people. I think the only way to really get to people is like to go live and hang out with them and let them know. So, I know people send requests to be live in your video. I don't even really know. I'm definitely not ignoring you. I really don't even know if I do that what happens. I'm gonna have to get with Quinn or Tucker and ask them like what happens if I hit one of those view requests. Like I would just be afraid someone would get in there and start saying all kinds of bad stuff about my friends in my my other house guests, and I wouldn't know I wouldn't know how to shut it off. So no disrespect, but if I don't know you, I'd be afraid. I hope you can respect that. That I wouldn't want to put someone on here and have them start saying something that's inappropriate or that was something that I didn't believe in. So no, you're fine, Emily. You can click whatever you want. I just don't know what it is. I appreciate you being on, Emily, but I would love to be able to start going live with people. Do you want the name of Quinn's podcast? Sure. I thought I knew what it was. Go ahead, give it to me. Tater, do you know it? Have you been listening to it? I'm really not a podcast person, and I'm probably not being a good friend by not logging into Quinn's podcast, because I keep being asked to do a podcast with some Boston stuff, and I'm like, I have no idea how to do it, and I wouldn't know how to do it. And if someone like Quinn's putting a podcast together, he's way more entertaining than me, and he's got unbelievable hair. So, Asharel, I think I'm saying that right. I'm doing great. I hope y'all doing good. I appreciate the hearts. Thanks, Emily. You're the best. I think she's asking what the podcast is called. No, sorry. I was asking if you knew the name. I don't. And I'm on 2 different phones. So I'm on Instagram on my bottom phone, and I'm on TikTok on my top phone. So I can't really look it up. It's called Quinn Martin. All right. How did you manage in the Big Brother house on the days you really wanted to talk to your family? That was almost every day, to be honest with you. I would just talk on the lives, or I would try and talk to the cameras. I've said this on a bunch of times that I've gone live, that I made an agreement with my family that at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I would go to the lives and say hi to the kids and things like that. But that actually made it worse for me. I wish I never did that, but I made a promise, so I wasn't going to back out of that, especially after 3 weeks. And that actually made it more difficult for me talking to the cameras, talking to my kids, knowing that they were listening and I couldn't answer back. You're asking me if I'm going to do a Big Brother All-Stars. I would not consider myself an All-Star on Big Brother in any way, shape, or form. And I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't cast me on something like that. Because, not to say anything bad about CBS, but why would they cast me when they can cast people like, especially from my season? Why would they cast me when they can cast a Cedric or a Quinn? Well, they better cast me before they cast Joseph. I'm only kidding, Joseph. I love you, Joseph. But why would they cast me? They got way too many people from my season that played unbelievable games. Like, they played unbelievable games, so why would they cast me? That's how I look at it. But I tell you what, I would love to go on Traders. I kind of fell into this Trader show, and I think Traders would be pretty cool because what it does, I can see so far, is you're playing the game every day. And that was probably my hardest thing that I couldn't get out of, was that there was so many days of doing nothing in the Big Brother house other than trying to strategize or, play a social game. And if you were watching the live, my social game wasn't very great and I was missing my family. But if in Traders, you're playing every day. Like, every day there's a competition. Every day you're sitting at a round table. Every day you're doing something until it ends up at the end. So it can only go, 3-4 weeks tops, I guess. So you're coming home, and it's different than being in the Big Brother house or being on Survivor. Those are the 2 shows that I think are most difficult. And even like Cherie was saying, like, she was on Survivor how many times? Like 6 times. And she said that the Big Brother house was more difficult than Survivor. So when it comes down to it, I picked a very difficult show to get on, but it wasn't about being on TV for me. It was just about being on Big Brother. And I underestimated it, and I'm not too ashamed to say that. So if you are planning on going on Big Brother, or you're trying to get on there, you really have to mentally prepare. Unless you have nothing, like you don't have to worry about, rent or a job or, taking care of a family or taking care of a pet. Like, if you don't have any of those responsibilities, then, Big Brother will probably be good for you. But I don't know if they take you because they know what they're going to get. They know they're not going to get any surprises in that situation. I could never do Survivor. Yeah, Taylor, I probably couldn't do Survivor either. Especially not now. Not at this stage of my life. Not the way my kids are and the ages they are. There's too much going on. Tierney 7, yeah, you got to watch Traders. Traders is legit. Like, it's legit. And I love watching all the reality people. And Derek's on this year. And Derek's playing it good, but I think he might have just made a mistake. Boston Rob is playing some serious game. But that's a tough one, because if you call out people, you never know who you're calling out for Traders. At least when you call out somebody in the Big Brother house, you know who you're dealing with. Like, you know they're either the head of household or they just won the veto, or, you know, sometimes you don't know if they have a power, but for the most part. Would you want to be a faithful or a traitor? I think I'd want to be a faithful, to be honest with you. I'm really not, like, if you saw me in the house, like, I thought I could go in there, lie, cheat, and steal. I thought I could be the bad guy, and I can't. I couldn't be the bad guy. So I'm going to say that I would rather be a faithful in that situation, and I'd rather be the person trying to sniff out the traitors. That would probably be my angle. And I think, like, Derek's doing an unbelievable job. Derek has sniffed it out. Derek sniffed it out quick, and he waited to pull the trigger this week. Oh, I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody. Well, yeah. Hopefully there's no spoilers here for Traders. I'm sorry. Again, I'm new to this. I don't want to give spoilers, but you got to watch it. So, Hunter from West Virginia, what's up, my man? I appreciate you logging on. Appreciate you listening for a little bit, even if you're just popping in and out. See what I'm talking about. Who do I think is going home this week on Traders? Who do I think? I mean, Boston Rob's going to have to go after Derek. I just don't know if the other two traders will go for it, but he's going to have to go after Derek. Like, he has to. Like, his days are numbered. So he can either, one, go after Derek and get rid of him, or he can be, you know, maybe like a little stand-up and be like, he knows he's going home. He's going to get sought out. So maybe he doesn't go after Derek. That's tough. That's the crazy thing about Traders is I love that round table. I love the round table and people getting to call each other out and do different things. Like something like that on Big Brother would be pretty cool if they, before noms, like before the HOH nominates people, that everyone gets around the kitchen table and they start pitching against other people in the house, instead of everybody keeping it a secret. Like let's see where the alliances lie, and you can't pitch the HOH up alone in the HOH room. You have to pitch the HOH at the kitchen table. That would be pretty cool. CBS, get me on. I'll be a writer. I can write for Big Brother. I'll do it from home though. I'm not going out there. I can't go out there. That flight is terrible. It's the worst flight from Boston to LA. So I'm sure there's worse flights, but I'm sure all the people from CBS are watching my lives. They just can't wait. Too funny. Dakota Bowman 59, how you doing? Dylan W, nice to see you. Hey, Shannon, my girl Shannon's on. One of my wife's closest friends. I love Shannon. Her kids are awesome. She's awesome. What's up? Listening to me. Don't be now telling Renee that I'm down here on live. She doesn't know. So, how you feeling after your surgery? I'm actually feeling really good. I appreciate that. So my surgery was in the back of my shoulder. I had a mass in my muscle. So they had to go in, they had to cut it, they had to cut the muscle, they had to take the mass out. And I was expecting serious pain. And although the first couple of days were painful, right now it's great because I actually can have movement. I can't really keep it out for long because like keeping my arm down and moving it up and down, I do get pain in the back. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing way better than I expected. If I didn't have all the stitches in the inside and in the back, I think I would, want to go back to work soon. I'm really not a person who likes to sit around. My dog is going crazy upstairs. I don't know what's going on up there. How long before you enter the house are you sequestered? And do you see other house guests before airing? Yeah, Hunter, you don't see anybody before airing. And I know a lot of other house guests have talked about this. I was sequestered for about 10 days. So 10 days all by myself. The 10 days were tough. The 10 days were tough. I'll say that. They were super tough. That was very difficult. And then you're super excited to get in the house and meet different people. And then the realization is like, okay, I'm still not with my family. Then the missing your family comes back again quickly after you've, established yourself in the house. So sequester is difficult. Sequester is difficult no matter what. Like I can't even imagine. going through that again in any way, shape, or form. So, after day 3, I was a mess. After day 3 in the sequester place, I was a mess. It was very hard finding things to keep yourself occupied during the course of the day. Days moved very slowly. Did they give you Big Brother seasons to watch? Nope. Didn't get that in the sequester house. You need to do all your research before you got in there. I think that would have given some people an advantage if they were able to just like binge watch Big Brother. So they didn't allow that. Downing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How you doing? Appreciate you. Slasher Boy, thanks for joining. KM Dennis? Huh. I think I know you. Watching me. How we doing, Kristen? How's your high noons? I'm still having a little lemonade. So, I'm gonna wave. Oh, this is waves. Look, I'm gonna wave to these people. I guess you can wave to people. Are the production staff you interact with? Yeah, no, there was staff during sequester that would like bring you your meals and stuff like that. But I don't think they were production crew. I think they were just assistants. And you saw them briefly when they brought you food, and that was it. They weren't allowed to talk to you. They really weren't to have conversations with you. Things like that. I don't think I saw any production staff until basically we got to the house, or when we did like a couple of things before going in the house. So, what do you do when being sequestered? Well, Aaron, you did a lot of sleeping. I tried to work out in the room. You can't leave the room. I did a lot of push-ups, sit-ups. I was collecting cans for the longest time, which funny story, in the sequester room, I was drinking cans of sparkling water, and I was keeping all the cans. I wasn't throwing away. And I was doing stacking competitions with myself. I was going from one end of the room to the other, stacking the can, running, stacking the can, running, stacking the can. And wouldn't you know it, Sweet Kenny K won a stacking competition. So I think I owe that all to the sparkling water cans. You made it to 5K likes. Oh, all right. I like it. Sherry, you're the best. I love that you keep giving me updates here, because I am not very good at this. So, but yeah, now that I see that, okay, 5,000 likes. So is that good? Is that good? I don't even know if that's good or not. But I did think that it was possible. It was that I needed to get out here and say hi to people, and then Crystal in Houston. Down here, I think I'm on. I don't even know which one's Instagram, which one's TikTok anymore. So I think it's pretty good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love it. Any plans on having Cass get together sometime this year? I will say, if anyone doesn't know, like talking about getting together, we did in December. We did Over the Edge fundraising event with all kinds of cast from Big Brother, Amazing Race, Survivor, Squid Games, any reality show that you can think of. Hundreds of us got together, and it was the greatest experience that I've ever had, as far as like meeting people that I've watched on TV and meeting them personally and hanging out with them and having a drink with them and laughs and jokes and sharing our stories back and forth on how we did things. So if you're interested in something like that, look at Over the Edge, because we actually had a very good group. Almost the entire cast showed up. Even our winner, Chelsea, was there. She was hanging out. Chelsea was there. Mackenzie was there. Rabina, Tucker. All the big names were there. So Over the Edge, it's called. Over the Edge. It's a big fundraising group. They do them all the time. And Mama Felicia's actually doing one in Atlanta coming up, and I think you'll probably see a bunch of Big Brother people there, because we all love Mama Felicia. She's one of the best. She's probably one of the nicest people that I met at Over the Edge, and her husband's amazing too. So if you're in the area of Atlanta, that's something you might want to check out too. So I'm going to be on Traders season 5 then. Hey, if I will say this, if you know anybody, yes, if they call me for season 5 for Traders, I will go 100%. And don't tell my wife this, but I would definitely do Traders. I definitely would do it. And I guarantee it, that I will do way better than I did in the Big Brother house, because I know how I was in the Big Brother house. And if you watch the lives, the days of the competitions and the days we were doing something, Kenny was on point. Kenny was ready to go. But when you give Kenny downtime and too much time to think, it's not good. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do season 4 anyway because that's next year, and I'm still kind of owned by CBS. But I think I would be able to do season 5 unless CBS calls and tells them that Sweet Kenny K isn't so sweet and he's a dud and he didn't do so good in the Big Brother house. But if I can get more followers, I guess, on Instagram, I guess that would probably be helpful. But, so, yeah. And I got to go back and watch a couple of other seasons of Traders. Is Traders all just people that have been on other shows and people who are somewhat known? The season 1 and 2 of Traders, was that all like, or was it completely different people? Or could it be just people that just like regular cast, like first time on a show? Traders is on well, for me, it's on Peacock. You got to go on Peacock. Wow. Asharelli, I hope I'm saying that right. You are on point. Yes, it's all reality TV stars, housewives, doing it. Yeah, yep. King Ben, what's up, King? Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. See you when I want one. See you when I want one. Okay, that's a pretty good name. That's awesome that you had a blast. I have seen pictures and clips of some things that y'all did on Over the Edge. Oh, yeah. Over the Edge was great. I had so much fun. Actually, my wife had way more fun than me. And to say that people were nice to me as a person that was on Big Brother, they were super nice to Renee. And that's awesome. Because we're like kind of all one big family. Not very popular. I mean, okay. I see what you're saying. I mean, this season right here, season 3, there's a lot of big names on season 3. But yeah, Traders is good. Start a campaign. Sweet Kenny K for Traders, season 5. Yeah, I would love to do that. Season 1 was mixed. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go back. I think next weekend, I think me and Renee decided we were gonna binge season 1 of Traders, and then probably next weekend binge season 2 of Traders while we're waiting. I'm not very good at like waiting for the next week for something to come up, and obviously people are really good at not leaking stuff to what had happened. So I'm curious to see what happens this Thursday on Traders. I'm waving to some people down here because I appreciate you, even if you're logging on for 2 minutes. Like, I appreciate that you're logging on and seeing what's going on, and I realize I'm like, hey, he's just talking gibberish, and then you move on. But I appreciate it. Just give it a quick like before you leave, though. I appreciate that. So, the Shiznat. Hey, the Shiznat. Another good name. I like it. Yeah, Big Brother does spoil you with 3 days a week. And to be honest with you, if I was going to be on a reality show and I was going to leave my family, I wanted to make sure that they got to see me as much as possible. So being on once a week a lot of these once a week shows, they obviously get taped. I mean, there's no secret that it's filmed and then it's edited and put together. Where Big Brother isn't. Big Brother is the one show that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can get on, go live, although there is a little bit of a delay. They can, make you see things if they don't want you to see it, or they can make you not see things if they don't want you to see it. So, but you still get the live. You still get the really good updates. Like, there's nothing like Big Brother. I mean, season 26 going on season 27 once a year. Like, come on. Like, there's nothing like Big Brother. I really wish I could have did better. I really wish I could have got my emotions in check. But in my old age, I'm becoming super emotional. I feel like Survivor would do better if they had. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Survivor would, I just don't know. It'd be so difficult to do that. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's difficult to probably tape it in 3 or 4 weeks. But at the end of the day, imagine doing 90 days in Fiji or in the jungle or wherever it's filmed. Can you imagine 90 days in Survivor and you got to stay in the jungle like that? That's kind of crazy. I mean, Our group did what, 7 days in Janky World, which that was probably like being in the jungle, being out in Janky World, eating pizza and ice cream all day. Like, come on. Taylor can't believe Angela lasted as long as she did. I can believe it. I mean, she never gave up. She never ever gave up. You know, whether she rubbed people the wrong way, whether she got in arguments, whether she cheered people up. Angela never gave up. And if you can't respect that, especially knowing how the Big Brother house is, you can't really respect anything. So we had our differences in the house, but man, she never gave up. I did. And there was times that she actually made me not give up. But I got no hard will towards her. So, sent a request to be on your live. That would be cool to see you and your wife on Amazing Race. Yeah, I think that ship is sealed. I don't think you'll ever see me on Amazing Race. Although Renee has, I will say this, after being over the edge and talking to everybody and people telling her, oh, you could do it, you could do this, you could do that, you could do these shows. Renee has got the urge to maybe try something. And I know she'll do way better than me. I don't know if she'll be able to, I don't think that they will ever cast us on Amazing Race. Although it would be absolutely hilarious if the people that cast Amazing Race cast me and Renee, because they would. We've worked together for a long time, and it was amazing. And we would never hold back on each other. She would tell me how she feels. I would tell her how I feel. And it definitely would be great for TV, for sure. It would be great for TV, me and Renee on Amazing Race. But I'd be shocked if that happens. I definitely wouldn't say no. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't say no. She might. And I'm sure it would be very entertaining. But we'll see. Only time will tell. So, if you got to the jury, who would you have voted for? I mean, that's a tough question because not getting to jury and you're getting to see everything that's going on from home, you know all like what's going on, but in the house you have no idea. I probably would have had a difficult time not voting for MJ. MJ was like kind of with me day one. Her and Matt were close. I kind of entrusted Matt that MJ would be on my side if it came down to me and somebody else. I felt really good about MJ. She was a sweetheart. Her and Leah was super kind to me. We probably were, we weren't super close, but I think we had a connection. So I think I might have been the sole vote to MJ, only just because I'm a super loyal person. I was, as you could tell, week one, I was loyal to Matt. Like, I wanted to show people that I was going to be loyal, and I don't know if I would have swayed to Chelsea. I loved Chelsea. Chelsea was awesome in the house. Being out of the house and watching her diary rooms and seeing how she was playing the game, I was shocked at how well she was doing and how well she was manipulating people. And I think she played an unbelievable game. But I wouldn't have known that if I was in the jury house, if that makes sense to anybody. I wouldn't have known that. But Chelsea did deserve to win the game. I mean, she played unbelievable. Like, she won the comps that she needed to win. She won over the people that she needed to win over. And the name of the game is to get people to change their minds and flip-flop and do different things. And, wow, Chelsea did an amazing job. Well-deserved. And Chelsea knows this. So, encourage more viewers to share. So, if you're watching this, I think you should share it. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I think I might have to hire you. Where are you from? Where do you live? Asharel? Ash? Arel? I'm terrible with trying to pronounce it. Tennessee! All right. Nashville, I hope? Are you in Nashville? Because me and my wife are coming down to Nashville in April. So, Bobby B. Just got the number 3 gift badger. All right. I love it. As Sherelle. Give me a thumbs up if I said that right. As Sherelle. All right, Chattanooga. All right. I love Tennessee. Met a couple of good people from Tennessee down at Over the Edge. Awesome. Chillboy MS2000. How we doing? Nice to see you. Someone just asked me about the Super Bowl again. I don't have a stake in the game. I'm playing the squares. I'm playing the numbers, obviously for charity. So I'm playing the squares. I don't want the Chiefs to win. I don't want the Eagles to win. Maybe it'll be a tie. We probably can't end in a tie, right? So I'm playing the squares, people. So. Taylor, hate's a strong word. I don't hate both teams. I really don't hate any teams. I don't like the fans of Philadelphia because they're super, super intense, which I appreciate on one end. But on the other end, when you're there watching them, and I went to the Super Bowl when we lost to the Eagles, it was a very, very tough time for me. So I had a hard time with the fans there because they destroyed us. There was 75% of the stadium was filled with Philly fans, so they kind of drowned us out. And then the Chiefs, I love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's a great quarterback. I think he's one of the greatest. But I don't want him to win 3 in a row because my greatest quarterback of all times is Tom Brady. And I don't want Patrick Mahomes I don't want to have that conversation on who the GOAT is. But, of course, my favorite NFL team is the New England Patriots. I mean, we've had a couple of bad years, but I'm still a faithful. Ooh, right? Like the Traders, I'm a faithful. Patriots faithful. So. Roxanne Sire, how you doing? Crystal Smith, nice to see ya. Vasily 84. I know I'm saying that wrong. Vasily 84. Jojo Manback 1, how you doing? I appreciate you reaching out. I'm trying to hit waves. So Taylor's a Steelers fan. All right, I'm not a fan of the Steelers. I got a bunch of friends that are the Steelers fans. Actually, Sam Smith's a Steelers fan, I believe. They didn't do so good. Sorry, Sam. So, I will say this. I mean, there's only a few people on here right now, but you can share this. You can spread the word. I do want to have a game of, like, Mafia, or Traders, in the Boston area. And I've already talked to some people who've been on other shows. A couple of people on Amazing Race, someone from a Survivor, that all live in the area, and we've all agreed that we should probably get a game of about 20 people. But we're not going to do it virtually. I want to do it in person. I'm not into this virtual stuff. Like, I want to do an in-person game. And I really would love to invite some fans to have the opportunity to play with us. Because I do want to practice my Traders game. Just in case Season 5 comes and calls, I will be ready to rock and roll and get into that castle and crush some competitions, grab those shields, sniff out the Traders, and possibly win some money. So that's my plan. So anyone think that that's a good idea? Anyone from the Boston area want to come play? I think we're going to do it at one of the craft food halls places. So, yep. Have a Traders game in Nashville? Yeah, actually, that's actually pretty good because there's a ton of Big Brother people that live in Nashville. Ton of Big Brother. America, I think, lives there. Corey in America live down there. Who else lives down there? There's someone else that was from the Boston area. You know, of course, I'm terrible with names, but I would love to do that. So hopefully I can get that going in March. I've already talked to a few people to try and do that. So it'd be cool. I am watching season 21. Looks like Ovi's getting ready to go home. But that was a good season. And I kind of was watching it just to figure out if Sam Smith won the same week veto that I won. Because if anyone doesn't know. I was a fan of Sam. Lindsay asking, are you doing the BB Zoom Quinn talked about? I believe so, yeah. We're trying to lock down a day. I think it's going to be next week. So, yeah. No, I'm in. Anything Quinn wants me to do, I'll do. Quinn's an awesome dude. I appreciate him. And frankly, if I'm not chasing the kids around, I really don't have I'm not going out to the clubs or anything like that. So, and yeah, I'd love to do it. What's my favorite season of Big Brother? I mean, 21's pretty good. I like 16. But my all-time favorite season of Big Brother is season 26. Surprise, Taylor? You're surprised that I picked season 26? Some of the best people are on that show. So, some amazing people. Chase Baker joined. Chase, nice to see you. Thanks for coming. H. Parker 74. H. Parker 74. Were you born in 74? You make me feel good. If you were born in 74, H. Parker, I love it. Makes me feel good. So. Angel Harito 22. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. I'm just kind of like hanging out today, resting up my shoulder. 20 was a good season too. Who won 20? Can you tell me? No, Casey won 21, right? Am I missing it? Am I on the wrong season? Sam Smith is on 20 or 21? Oh, yeah, no, 21. Casey won 21. Taylor, I stumped you. You had me second guessing myself. Chase Baker, yeah, I hurt my shoulder. I actually didn't hurt my shoulder. I had a mass in my shoulder that had to be removed out of the muscle, which was causing some pain and a little bit of an archaic surgery that they had to perform. So I'm filled with stitches right now in the back of my shoulder. Jackson 121? Huh. Okay, all right. You're right. See, I played the terrible game of Big Brother, and I'm a terrible fan of Big Brother. So, Rubina, I love you. Hope you guys are having fun. Think you guys are together. I'm privileged to have Rubina on. She's so sweet. Oh, she's sorry that she never replies to my texts. She's so important because they're always kissing. Her and Tucker are always kissing. They're always running off, kissing, hiding in the back room. Come on. I knew what was going on. So, Rubina and Tucker, two of my favorites. I will tell Renee you said hi. Yep. Rubina and Renee, the only two people who can stand eye to eye. I love them both. They're the best. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you so much. Can't wait to hang out with you guys. I did get to see Tucker a couple weekends ago. So, it's always good to say hi to the people. Hanging out, watching season 21 of Big Brother. Just catching up, just curious. Piqued my interest to see, pretty cool seeing how, the house changed a little bit. Actually, the house changed a lot compared to that season. Yeah. Their couches seem a little better, too, for their living room. Our couches weren't very comfortable. Our couches were kind of, split up, and seating arrangements were weird, if anyone was watching. I didn't really like it. All right, Rubina, you come to Boston. I know Tucker's not going to bring you anywhere good to eat because he knows all the good places in New York. He's been out of Boston too long. His brother will take us to the North End, and his brother's going to, hook us up. Hey, Brian. Thanks for... Oh, you watch it from the beginning? Yep, my wife watched it from the beginning, too. Yeah, the first couple of seasons of Big Brother House was kind of weird. The house was... I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine being in that house. That house was garbage. So... Well, just peeking at... I'm just peeking over here. Kat Dunn giving her speech.
and I hope that we can keep playing this summer and having a great time. And also, right now, I can find out if the bitches really were conspiring against me.
We've never heard that line before from you, Catherine. All right, thank you both. Everyone else, it's now time for the live.
It's a pretty good. This is a good cast too. I'm not sure if they measure up to us. I'm not sure if they measure up to season 26.
One at a time, the rest of
Because our cast was phenomenal.
cast your vote to evict. Annalise, you're up first. Please go to the diary room.
I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all your comments and stuff. SRL. Hopefully we'll hook up sometime. I know I'm coming down to Nashville. Maybe I'll get that Traders game going.
Out. But is that what she's going to do tonight? Hi, Annalise.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Obi.
Thank you.
Love you, Cam.
Nick warned Obi that
I
he
am
was the real
Annie
one.
B9352. I am watching season 21.
Hi, Nick.
I'm watching season 21.
Please cast your vote to evict now.
I vote to evict Booby.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday, Dad. Love you. Listen, Mom.
Yeah, I remember. I can remember this one.
Tommy considers Christie family. Will he do her bidding and send Obi packing?
Yeah, this cast was great. Tommy too. I kind of forgot Tommy.
Your vote to evict.
I so sadly vote to evict Obi.
This was a good season. This was a good season.
Happy birthday.
I love Tommy. Tommy's the best.
Did Catherine's paranoia rub Jessica the wrong way? If so, was it enough?
Potty Rock Anthem, how you doing? I'm doing good.
Hi, Jessica.
Hola, Julie.
Please cast your vote.
Tyler Guilfoy 8, another native of Mass. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate that. I'm kind of just hanging out. I got two things going on. I got TikTok live going on and I got Instagram live going on. TikTok does allow me to flip both cameras. I'm watching season 21 of Big Brother. Just wanted to...
Hi, Holly.
this is one of my favorite seasons, and I kind of just wanted to put a couple episodes on and hang out live with everybody and kind of just reminisce of, being a fan of Big Brother back then and then also then getting in the house.
Obi
Thank you, Taylor. I think the cast was awesome, too.
and Mickey safe.
So, appreciate that.
To sway Jack's vote.
Potty Rock, thank you.
Hi, Jack.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to
Chase Baker, do you know
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cassidy?
Happy birthday, Muck. I love you always.
I'm not sure. Cassidy from the show?
After hearing
You-
Obi's proposal,
Chase Baker, I don't know if you're asking if it's Cassidy from the show or somebody else. I don't think I know a couple of Cassidys.
Hey, Julie. How are you?
well, thank you. Please cast your vote to evict.
Vote to evict Obi.
Did you watch all of the seasons? I watched, yes.
Thank you.
The earliest seasons I had a hard time with.
7 votes. Obi has been voted out.
But I did, obviously I applied for the show way back when, and I did kind of do some research and go back.
So,
Hi, Julie.
please cast your vote to evict.
I sadly vote to evict the outstanding Obi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Dad.
Bella was in Grateful Alliance's plan to save.
All right, so we're at 9:30,
Follow through.
and I've been on for about an hour, and
Hi,
I
Bella.
can't say enough that I appreciate everybody logging on. I think I got almost 7,000 likes on my TikTok, which apparently it's good.
Cliff told Obi that he
Yeah, Brandon N. I can't wait to see season 27. I can't wait to be on the other end of coming out of the house and then having another cast go into the house and then being able to give back, like especially when people get evicted and things like that, to give back. My experiences of when I left the house, because when I left the house under my circumstances, it was very difficult for me. And then, even helping my other castmates as they slowly got evicted. We all go through different emotions. So I can't wait to be able to pass that on to some people, hopefully.
please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Obi.
Thank you.
Love you, babes. Love you, Dr. Bradley.
Kemi doesn't know how close she came to being on the block this week. So, who does she want to see go? Hello, Kemi.
So, pretty good. I remember Obi being voted out against Kat. Again, it's 9:35. I've been on for an hour. I really appreciate you coming in. If you can, please just share this, like it, send it to your friends. Tell them to follow me, especially on Instagram. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram. Please tell all your friends to follow me on Instagram. I promise I'm going to start putting more content out there. And I'll hopefully be able to get a game of Mafia going in the Boston area. And hopefully you guys can come and watch it live as opposed to virtually, because I'm not doing it virtually. So peace out, everybody. I love everybody. Stay safe.